Hello, welcome back. It's been quite some time since we had the last episode. Some Christmas holidays at school this way. Hey Jan, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine too. It's episode number 15. The last episode was after week 9, so today is a big update. 3 weeks, it's been Christmas, New Year's Eve, so how was the grind? Could you manage to grind a bit?
I could manage to grind a little bit, yes.
Okay,
Not enough, but I tried.
let's reveal it. How many hands? 5k hands, so not bad. It's a tiny sample, but still okay.
Yes, it was a bit difficult with all the family.
Yeah, sure.
And so it was a bit difficult to find some time, and especially when I'm not at home, because I could play poker on my portable computer, but I don't have the Holdem Manager synced, so I prefer not to play and just wait.
Yeah, no worries. Sometimes it's good to take some time off even. Let's say you take a week off, you get some new motivation, you feel more hyped to grind again, so completely fine. By the way, I'm in a new location in case you wonder. I moved flat just recently, that's why. Gonna put Harold back up there again some point. Let's get total hands 29k 999. That's a good number. I like that one. How did you manage to get that one, Jan?
Not even on purpose. Just the last session, I tilted on a hand, I sit out, and it made this number. So
you work in a grocery store now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's get to the bankroll. Last week, 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, yes.
It was at 124.98. And today we are at... Man, I was too early. I revealed it too early. 128.86. Small step, but still in a good direction. How many stacks are these? 2 stacks? Yeah.
2 stacks, yes.
Yeah, it has...
It's even more sad because at the highest I had like 6 to 8 more stacks.
Okay.
At the highest point, and then
let's get into it. So again, last week's update was at week 9 here. So you grinded a bit. Week 10 was really good, man. You had the really good, even though you grinded not many hands, but yes. Christmas presents were there. Nice.
Yeah, but not after.
Okay, let's see the notes. Start that early, then okay. Making 4 stacks. That's more than okay, I would say. Okay, session, anchor check. Nice. Doing well. Crazy people after Christmas. Nice. I'm reading the notes from Jan here. You can't see it. Sorry, guys. I could make it a bit smaller. But then the problem is you might not... Do you still see it? It's fine. Yeah, kinda, right? So that was good. Then this was a really bad session, down 5 stacks in 410s. Did not play well, and I feel like I cannot win against full fun players. Anchor check.
Yes. I had so much on this session. It was mentally difficult and really difficult because people were just like, I had full purple people on my tables. They were just crazy. They had so much money at Christmas they want to spend.
Yeah.
So I took some higher variance spots where I thought I was way ahead of them, and in fact, in most of those spots I was ahead. But then he got lucky and found out, and then I was 5 stacks down, unlucky, but it's the stop loss. So
yeah, true.
So I stopped there.
True, good discipline. I like it. Yeah, yes. Sure. I didn't even notice.
It's the stop loss, so I just...
That's a good point, yeah. Also, because I feel like even if they were gambling, at some point, being down 5 stacks, you just want to chase it back and you gamble as well. That's not the good. Yeah. It's not a good mood to be in.
Yes.
So next session went better. You took some days off, which I think is fine after such a bad session. Maybe I can do it. Now it's different. Listen to me, Yann. I like it. Yeah, it's just variance is, even on micro stakes, variance is still huge.
Yes.
Even if they gamble a lot, it's still going to be a lot of 70-30, 60-40 maybe sometimes. Who knows? But yeah, it's a bit sad that we moved down again. The you can see it here. The bankroll decreased. Then in the new year, man, that started New Year, 1st of January. What happened then?
But I played well, I think, this week.
Okay, unlucky session. So in this one, you were a lot under EV. In this gambling, where they all gambled. Okay, yeah. All right, and then some good sessions. Yesterday, I forced you to play a session that was my fault.
Yeah, now I'm triggered.
Yeah. Because this is going to be the session we will review today. We're going to do a session review. I think it's the easiest format to see where some leaks and stuff, some things to work on. So we'll do that. And yes, let's see the graph. Yeah, I mean, after this point, we see a slow but steady rise. So it's not bad. And again, rake is huge on micro stakes, NL2. You pay so much rake here.
Yes.
8 PB per 100 is good. Solid. So yeah, weekly goals, we failed those, but still, it was Christmas, it was holidays, so nothing to think about.
Yes.
These, we see some reds again. We saw a lot of greens here.
Yes.
You feel like you're losing some discipline again, maybe at some point?
I feel my body wanted to play, but not my head. So
Okay.
you see what I mean? I wanted to play so bad, but I played so bad, effectively.
Okay. It's a bit emotional, maybe again, not rational.
Yes. And the last session, I said no in the guild discipline preflop, but finally, I don't even know. I'm just so triggered. The last session, I have no clue. We will analyze it, but overall, I think I played decent. But due to the last hand that we will see, I have no clue. I'm so tilted.
You think we have to go over this maybe once more? Think about the anchor, sitting straight, get with the chips, really in the mood to play focused?
No, it's just I have one point, it's the patience.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Patience is still a bit difficult because I still have this thing like playing in an L2 just like for 2 cents. I feel like I'm losing so much time for 2 cents. This is for this kind of things I'm impatient, but apart from that, everything is okay. I mean, I stay. I am straight in the chair, and so this has improved a lot.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, you see how, if you think about it rationally, if you're able to go through that and still make it, then it's gonna be even better, right?
Yes.
We could try to jump into higher stakes, but it's. I feel like we need to do the whole process, otherwise it's not gonna be sustainable.
But what is funny, if you see in the results here, is that so it's the session 49. I won €5.50, and I was at total 142.
Yes.
Which was about to be maybe next session or 2 sessions later 150 of an L5 5 buy-in shot. And I think also the next session where I played variance and so against the full trash people, I think I was also so impatient of having the bankroll to play an L5 that I wanted to gamble more, maybe.
I could see that. I would love to see a review of that session, yeah.
And now it was even horrible because I lost 5 stacks. And then I think I was not ready to play directly, and this is why I lost also a bit later. And so
Can we just get now spontaneously into that session? We have the overall graph here, but you can see the sessions, right? I want to see some of those. There could be some of that in there. Yeah, that would be good to see. I'm gonna change green here so you guys can see it too better. I could see something being behind that. Yeah. Where is it? 9. I see it already. Just click just on that session, the 997, where you lost the 26th of. Yes, exactly. Okay. It was a bit. Filter the big hands. Net 1.
Yes.
Let's go over the first. I'll just pick losing hands. Let's go over the first 5 hands. Put them up in the replayer.
Yes.
Yes, let's just. I think that's a good idea, just to see if we're. Man, I have the wrong screen. I'm sorry. No, not this one. Where is it? Bildschirm. Yes, here it is.
You should.
I see it now. It's fine. Okay, King 10. Let's go over them really fast. Let's see.
Yes. So I open what should not be an open.
By the way, instead of doing the hand of the week, we're gonna do this now. 5 hands. Otherwise, it's gonna be too long.
Okay.
Too long. So we'll do these 5 hands now in a quick analysis, and then we'll do the session review. Yes.
So I have King 10 in the middle position.
Open seems okay. Seems borderline, but okay.
Borderline, yes. And
yes.
then I get 3 bets by the button.
Okay.
And I don't know.
No. This is old stuff. This we don't want to see. Go back. I don't see the stats.
Yes, I was thinking the same way. Don't I have the stats?
Yeah, this might be something. Yeah, this is. You see, he's not even crazy. This is really, really bad. This call. This is one we talked about back in the days, maybe a month ago or so. This is you definitely getting impatient and wanting to force it. Yeah, these 2 euros could be saved. This is just, think about the hand. It's a bad hand. It's no way this can be played profitably against a tight range. So this is just a fold. Now we played out real quick.
And I say to donk bet now because I don't want to see anymore. I realized it was not an open. I did cheat.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's donk bet and end it here because I have the 10. But in fact, he calls.
You think he calls with ace queen against that huge size? Yeah, this is not. Even, let's say he was a big whale, then it might have some logic behind it, but this is not. There's no reason behind this hand. Yeah, just go ahead. It's fine.
And
yes, these 2 euros was deserved. We could have saved them. Okay.
Now middle position opens.
Okay.
Button folds. I decide to 3-bet with ace 10 in a small blind.
Seems okay.
A bit large, but okay.
I like the size. The size seems fine. The only thing I'm a bit worried, he seems quite tight, so it's close, I'd say. But it seems okay with 3-bet.
He folds, he calls.
Give him a range now. Think about the range.
So any strong pair already, not so strong because ace kings he would 4-bet, I guess. But at least jacks queens he might have. Maybe even 10s he might have and call down. And then any probably ace jack suited, ace queen.
Yes. A tight range. A tight solid range. Yes. Yeah. Okay. We hit the top pair. Seems good. Unless he has jacks or pocket eights, we should be fine.
So he decided to have pot it. Because it's a bit connected, but also depending on his range, he might just call a lot of things. I mean, to be honest, finally when I see it, I don't know what I make him fold with half pot, but
he should fold king queen, king jack suited, something like that, maybe.
Kind of things, yeah.
Maybe call pocket sevens.
And he raises.
It's tough. It's tough to get away now. It's a 3-bet pot. We have top pair, top kicker. I don't.
You should close the screen sharing now because.
You jam. It's. I don't mind it. Honestly, this hand is close from pre-flop if he's that tight. Post-flop, I don't mind it, seriously. There's so much dead money in there. He could have some random queen-jack bluffs, and we just wanna...
Okay.
Maybe he has some king 10 sometimes, some jack 10 racing flop, just finding out where he's at or so.
Okay.
So this one is not terrible in my opinion. I would give you a 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. It's not super bad. The first one was 1 out of 10.
The thing is, at this point, I was like, either I fold or I just go in, but I would never call here. So
I'd say it's close. You can call flop and see some. The thing is, a jack is gonna be a bad turn. You can get away on a queen. You can get away on most blanks. You can't, and yeah, you can play it from there. Jacks. What did he have? Yes, yes. Jacks or 8 was worrying. But it's not a ton of combos. It's NL2. We don't know.
Oh.
This seems a bit close. Look at the table. All loose guys. We don't want to open loose. Just play tight in this case. This was you going into gamble mode for sure.
Yes, sure.
Okay, let's see. We open. Get
one open. Oh.
Yeah, he's so tight. We're in the sandwich. It's the hand in fear is not doing that bad against the tight range. But the thing is, usually Lima calls along and we're in a really bad spot in the sandwich, so I'd just fold.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's super terrible, but it's not great. Yeah, I would fold. Okay.
And he raises on the clubs.
Okay, we have to call, I guess.
I have to.
Oh, yeah, this is... This is gamble mode, it is.
Yes, this is gamble mode, yes.
Okay, he has ace king. What does he have?
I don't know.
Yeah, I get every hand. Nice. It's not that tough to get those hands. There's such tight ranges they're playing on NL2. This is a guy playing, I don't know how many tables, just ABC poker.
Mm.
And if you think about it, okay, what do we accomplish by jamming flop? Which hand can he fold, you think? Can he fold some hands on the flop once he see that?
No.
It's close, yeah. I'm not sure if he see bets jacks or queens and then folds. I don't know. The thing is, we're also behind some ace jack, ace queen of clubs, maybe. I would just call flop and then see. Hopefully he checks turn. We don't have to risk the whole stack.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit pure. Let's be the next one.
I just want to get my 150 euros and.
yeah. That's not. You realize now in hindsight. You realize, right? It's not how it works. Yeah, we cannot force it. It's not in our power.
Yes.
Okay.
This one limper behind 20 BB.
Seems fine. He seems super loose.
The bottom with queen jack.
I like it.
We have one color in the big plane.
Yes. Think now. Think about the ranges. Give them a quick. We want to get into your head. Just assigning them ranges really quick. What can big blind have?
Big blind. The thing is, I don't know because I would never call an isolation before.
I'd say
there's so much hands where the guy behind me isolates before him. And I have like maybe king queen, but I don't know what to do because I don't want to call 5 BB. I don't want to 3-bet with king queen offsuit like this. So I just fold because I don't know what to do else.
Yeah, I like it in this case. Yeah.
So I don't know what range you can have when he calls like 5 BB. It should be very strong because 5 BB is a lot in an open. But at the same point, he wants to go in a 3-way pot kind of because he sees the guy behind is a limper, and so I have no clue. To be honest, I don't know.
This usually is a face-up solid range which doesn't want to get it in pre-flop, which just wants to see a flop and hit. And what's that? Okay. Usually, what hands are those?
Strong hands, then I don't know.
Usually it's all pairs, nines and below, just trying to hit a set against your strong range and hopefully get freeways and hit a set. Maybe some suited 10, 9, 7, 8, who Jack 10, King Queen, King Jack, maybe.
Okay.
The thing is here with him behind so short, there's a big chance he could rejam those 20 BB. So even him calling pocket fives is not a great deal, I'd say. But usually it's gonna be that. All those pairs trying to hit a set, stuff like that. Okay, and Big Trap can have anything, exactly. That's what I want you to get into your head really quick. Okay, this guy has a solid range, trying to set mine, some suited stuff, trying to flop some good stuff against a strong range. And the other guy has anything. Yeah, let's go ahead.
And flop comes Queen, Jack, King with 2 hearts.
What would you say now, thinking about the ranges? Is it good for us or not?
At this point, I would say it's good because even if the guy behind has a strong range like Ace King, I'm still ahead now.
Think about, you think AS Blah has Ace King?
No, he would have
no.
So,
He free bets. Yeah.
I mean, what could he have stronger than me than King Queen?
The good thing here is all pairs miss, so he can't have a set, and he has a ton of those small pairs. Big Trap can have anything. We're happy to get it in.
Against Big Trap, I go anything.
Yeah, it's a really good flop for our range and our hand in this case.
Okay.
So the only let's see the action. AS.
And now he raises.
This is interesting. Okay. Big Trap, what happens?
Because then in that way, that means he still has a strong thing that he did not 3-bet pre-flop.
Doesn't mean. Think about some hands which he could have and get there. In my mind, there's 2 mainly.
So I would say the thing is, I would do that maybe with 2 hearts if he does it.
Could be, yeah.
But apart from that, I don't know what hands he might have when betting, donk betting here.
I'll give you a quick guess. Ace 10 suited, 10 9 suited. Those are the main ones which scare me. Ace 10 suited, he could definitely call pre-flop. 10 9 suited also, and those are straights.
Okay.
And then, as you said, maybe some draws, maybe some Ace 9 of hearts, maybe what else?
Okay.
Ace 5 of hearts. He could have some King 10, King 9 of hearts, those, but it's a strong range. I wouldn't expect him to lead here pocket 7s, right? 3 ways, no way.
Yes.
So maybe Jack 10 of clubs he could do it with. We have the Jack of clubs, Jack 10 of diamonds, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit Big Trap or way ahead. I'm happy to get it in against Big Trap anytime.
The thing is, the more Big Trap calls, the less I want to fold also, because he's putting money in for free. I mean, like against him, I'm always ahead, I think. So
yeah.
It's a bit difficult. Kind of, he gives me some more pot odds. I feel like because he widens the pot for me on hands. I already have some.
First thing, there's no way. We have 2 pair, there's no way we fold on the flop. The question we want to think about is, if we raise here, do we get it in against AS Blah? It's a bit tricky. I'm a bit worried. I would say my first instinct was to raise, just to get all the money in against Big Trap and to protect some equity and stuff. And if AS Blah rejams, we get away from the hand, because I see no world where he has a worse hand jamming flop.
Okay, so you would have raised 15, like here.
I would maybe raise 20.
Okay.
Just to isolate Big Trap, and if AS Blah calls, it's fine. That's usually a draw. I would expect all 10-9, Ace-10 to rejam. So basically, we get great information by racing, and we isolate Big Trap.
Okay.
But now thinking about it, I don't mind calling too, because we get that info anyways. If there's a really bad turn, let's say a 10 or an ace, we get away from our hand easily. If there's a straight out there. And if Ice Blah checks turn, we also get some info. Oh, and hearts are bad, so I would say the worst would be to raise, call it off. Raise is fine. I don't mind raising.
That was also my idea to raise for big trap to put him in anyway.
Yeah.
I had almost the same idea as you by instinct.
I don't mind it. I would go a bit smaller because it accomplishes the same, I'd say. If our plan is to fold against AS Blah, and I think we should, because I don't see many worse hands jamming. Again, I don't see Ace King in there. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say he had Aces or Ace King. Okay, but pre-flop I don't see it. So
yes.
Okay, what happens?
And he jams then.
Now I'm a bit worried.
So of course he calls.
Big trap is fine, but I'm worried against AS Blah. Again, the Ace 10 suited, 10-9 suited, and even let's say he has 10-8 of hearts. Against that, we're flipping or a little bit behind. Okay, let's see. I would guess he had Ace 10. Let's see. King Queen. Okay, that's another one. That's close. Wow, the other guy wins 58.
Yeah. He was ahead of me.
Yeah, this is not an easy hand to get away. So I would give you still a 5 to 6 for this one.
Okay.
It's not easy to fold 2 pair in such a spot here, but I would say once AS Blah, he's never bluffing or so. And against the value range, we're not doing that way great. We don't beat any main value hands, that's the thing. Okay, next one.
Yeah. Next one.
Aces, okay. It's this should be fine, right? Let's see.
He opens. I say 2-3 bet. I should have made a bit higher, but
I think actually in this case I would make it a tiny bit smaller just against him because he's quite short, and we don't want to scare him away. But as you said, if we know Lima cold calls and these guys play any 2, then you can go bigger. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in fact, small blind calls.
Okay.
He folds, and what is happening? Okay.
Okay, and go one back. Go one back. Just before the flop.
Yes.
Give them ranges.
Amudale any 2?
Yes. Almost.
And
yeah.
Small blind just calls cold calls 10 BB, so in theory it should be strong, but I would never call. So
yeah, 10 or 2. His stats seem okay, but he might have some random stuff in there. Yeah. The thing is, even before the flop, the plan is here. There's already 33 BB in there almost.
Yes.
And we just have 3 times pot left with Rosby, even less with Amodale. Almost on any flop we get all the money in, or turn whenever. So let's say worst case there's a 987 or something really connected bad. Then I could think about checking back or so. But on any reasonable flop we just get all the money in, if possible.
Yes.
And this is an okay flop. There's no way we get away. Okay.
Check. So he checks. He checks. I say to put it half.
I like it. Seems fine.
He calls. And the Budel folds.
Yes.
And I know I just want to put it.
The queen is not.
If he has a queen, good job. And
the queen is not awesome. Any queen beats us now. The thing is,
the pot is stuck.
I would still say we're not able to get away. The thing is, we could think about, okay, do we get more value by maybe trapping and him bluffing river, or do we, if we jam now and he has jacks, let's say, okay, he calls it off. But the thing is, he will call that off anyways on the river if we check now, right? Unless there's a really scary river, a king or so.
I mean, if the guy cold calls 10 BB small blind, he might call 70 BB as well. So.
Yes, but think about his range and how we can maximize. Okay, he has
I want to give him some more equity by seeing another card.
That's the only downside. Yeah, that's the only downside. If we check, we give him a bit of equity. But the thing is also with aces, let's say he has king jack, okay? How many outs does he have?
8. No, 6? No.
Even less?
If he has king jack?
Yes.
Ah, yes, 4 only, yes.
Just 4. Because with
Yes, because
aces.
the 2 other ones give me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we block some of his outs. So if I had a read, he was able to bluff sometimes. Let's say he has a hand like, what could he have here? Ace Jack. We block that a bit with aces, but still, there might be a case, okay, where we check back river. The downside is we give him 4 outs there as well, hitting his king and then making a straight, beating us. But by checking back, we could allow him to bluff those hands, maybe on the river. And the thing is, as I said, if he has a 10 or jacks, he calls off river anyways. If he checks again river, we can still jam it in and he will call it off on a blank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my play would be here to check turn and value bet river. Just us being in position, it's nice.
Okay.
But I don't mind.
I felt checking here was a bit of a slow play. I think I could get value by betting here. So
definitely, I agree. But think about the same value we get on the turn, we could still get it on the river, right?
yeah,
Because we're in position, we're not missing any street. Usually I agree, don't slow play at all on micro stakes. But once there's just pot left and we are in position, usually we can think about some creative lines.
and so I jam, he calls, and of course
He has tens. Okay, against that it doesn't change anything. The thing also on the turn, I would still try to give him some room, maybe bet smaller.
Okay.
Can you go back?
Yes.
Because, okay, we call it off anyways, that's gonna happen. But if you think about, let's say he has pocket 8. Now if we ship it in, he might be scared. If we just bet 20, maybe he thinks, I don't know, I can call still, whatever.
Would you have called pocket 8s on the flop when I bet?
He might. These guys think you have ace king. I would have not, but he might, right?
Wow, because I would never call 8s on king, queen 10, 5 rainbow here.
That's a good point.
I would already not call 8s 10 BB pre-flop. So
yeah.
But,
These guys
okay,
are
yes.
These guys are doing random stuff. So you remember the hand which we had in the hand of the week, like one of the first ones?
Yes.
Where you called with middle pair twice.
Yes.
There's some people who go even worse. So they might think, okay, pocket 8 is good enough. He has ace king. I call it down. I don't believe you, right? In that sense.
Yeah, but that's in the mindset thing. It was making good rational. I don't know where it was, but don't believe anything will happen if it's not happening. So
yeah, these guys will still make those mistakes. Think about it, right? It's just you learning, okay, this is not a good way of thinking, but on NL2, many people will be there thinking with pocket 8s here, man, what can he have? I don't believe him. I call it down.
Yeah.
So,
that was in the strategy, avoid general assumptions.
Yes. But that's a mistake many people do. It's not just you doing that in the first place. Now you kind of understood it. But these on NL2, many people play like that, just randomly thinking, this guy has ace king, I call down, who cares? Right?
Yeah.
So maybe we want to give him some room in that direction. Could be a good idea. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's not going to make a huge difference. But I would like to see that. He's going to be, even, let's say he has ace jack. If you bet 20, he might think, maybe I can call once again. Maybe I hit a jack or an ace, could help. We want to give him some room, I'd say sometimes. This, again, is not a general concept. This applies to this spot, being stacked so deep now or so shallow. So much money in the pot already, we're in position. So this is just a few spots we can do this. Don't think about it as a general rule. It's just in this case. Okay. Was this the last one?
Kind of. Should I open the one from yesterday or?
Yeah, go over it. Yeah, sure. So we finish with that. Let's see.
So we are far away on the table.
Okay.
The middle position folds. I decide to open 3B. We don't see it. But
It's
I open
fine.
3BB
Fine. 3B.
with Jack.
Mm-hmm.
I get 3-bet 12 and a half
Mm-hmm.
by this guy who is 3-betting a lot. Even if it's a 70 hand sample, but
yeah,
it's still a lot. I would
yeah. I think he's a rag from the stats. The 70 hands is too low. This could be 3 spots where he free bet and suddenly his free bet percentage is huge.
Yes.
But I would not interpret much. He seems like a rag from the stats. Okay.
I would still expect this to be kind of strong because it's even more than 4 times. It's a bit over. It's 12 and a half BB.
It's against your 3x out of position. It's deep. It seems a standard size.
Okay.
He could even go a bit bigger deep here. 154 big blind.
Okay.
Yeah.
My reasoning is I want 4-bet because if he goes all in, I don't want to go with jacks.
I like it. Especially a bit deeper. I like the call. Yes.
Yes. So I just called.
Yes, I like it.
And
nice flop.
we find out Jack 3-7.
Okay. Let's
which
see.
I love at this point.
Yeah.
Because anything strong, even queens, jack, queens, kings, ace, king, queen, ace, anything I'm beating.
We have the nuts, yes. Nice.
So I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And he bets 8. Oh, I don't have my killer 8 anymore. He bets 8 BB and kind of the same reasoning. The thing is, if I raise, I think he folds anyway here.
Okay. We can
so
call.
I would take the...
No, go ahead, sorry.
The thing is, I would prefer let him bet on this flop because flop and turn maybe, because if I just raise, I think he folds a lot of things except diamonds maybe, or some a lot of things he would fold. So I prefer let him bet and just take the money he gives at this point.
Seems okay, yeah. If he bet bigger, I would be even more incentivized to just call. Him betting small might be, there could be some scary turns, let's say a 9 of diamonds where he would be scared with queens plus.
Yeah.
But I don't mind calling. I think there's no way you can misplay this in position. You can call, you can raise, both seems fine. Yeah.
Okay. For me, raising is, I think, almost a mistake here, but...
Let's say on NL2, I'd say it's okay.
Okay.
I do agree, it's fine calling.
I decided to call, and comes an 8.
It's okay, turn not the best. It would be nice to not connect too much, okay?
Yes. And now I called, so he raises higher. And this maybe is my mistake. I don't know. That's why I'm tilting him a lot. I have no clue. What would you do here? Let's take it differently. What would you do here?
I would... let's say it wasn't an 8, it was deuce, I would still just call a blank deuce. On an 8, the thing is, if we just call on a 9 and on a 10, we're not gonna stack him. That's the problem. On diamonds, we might not stack him if he has a strong hand. So, depending if we had no reads, if I had reads, he might be bluffing sometimes here. I would still just call. If I had no reads, I would usually jam here.
I'm dying.
I would not raise. That looks super strong. Let's say we make it 60 now. That would be 6 strong.
So you would call?
I would jam or call. I would mostly jam. I would just go all in here. What happened?
I call.
You call. It's not a huge deal. Again, the problem is if there's a 9 or 10 on the river, we're fucked, kinda. That's a good river. Now we're happy to get it in. It's fine.
Okay.
yeah. No way we're getting away. That's super fine. If he has 9-10 here or 4-5, it's just GG. Yeah, that's completely fine. That's just unlucky.
It's 2 stacks almost.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Yeah, those are tough hands.
So this is already, it was too much for me. I insta clicked on stop session button, and it was even more tilting because and this is the limitations of the orange line,
Mhm.
is because I called on the river and he had already 10-9. We don't see. I did not get lucky there because I put money in where I was already behind.
Yes, it's not going in EV. Yes.
Yes, because I'm just bad.
These are the hands. Let's say there's a hand we get it all in pre-flop with aces against kings, right?
Yes.
This is a similar hand. Okay, we have a really good hand. The other guy has a really good hand. It's just luck at that point, pure luck.
A really good hand. Yeah, the 10-9, 3-bet 12.5 BB in the small blind.
It seems okay. This seems standard.
I checked on my ranges, and I could do that, but it's super. I mean, against someone is super bad. I would do that only in my ranges.
I'd say it's okay in a small blind against button. Seriously, he needs to find some bluffs there. And those suited connectors are kind of standard in there. It's not. He's definitely not a super tight player.
Okay.
But free betting small blind against button with 10-9 suited is I would say standard kind of almost. Yeah, seriously. Thinking about
I could not get away so much of that.
Again, please, sorry.
You think I could not get away that much here? There was no fold or.
This was no. This hand was the only thing. Even if we raise flop, he's gonna call. He has a gutter and the backdoor flush draw. It's one of his main calling hands on the flop. So even if we raise flop, he calls and he gets there on the turn. Nothing we can do. So this is just nothing we can. There's no way we can save ourselves here. But think about a free betting range in the small blind, which on higher stakes should be 15%.
Yes.
This 10-9 suited is in there, I'd say, yeah. It's not a huge mistake or so. This should be a standard range. Maybe ace 10. It's even just 14% putting some suited connectors. He can. Those are the bluffs balancing the value range, yeah.
Okay.
It's just unlucky. Okay, I don't know if we talked about this yet. Probably not. But even on GTO Wizard, let's see here. No, we can't see. If button opens to 2.5, small blind is incentivized to free bet really big. Even 12 here. You see even 5 times almost his raise.
Okay.
And he went 4 times. So his size is kind of standard here. Even deeper, he should go bigger maybe even. Because small blind is incentivized to not give the button odds to call. If small blind gets too small, free betting, button can call a lot of hands just playing a pot in position.
Okay.
So that's why I would say his size is fine. Maybe he should go even bigger.
Okay.
Even
and finally, if I would have jammed on the turn, it was the same already.
Yes. There's no way this hand can go in another direction unless the only way would be
because it's 300 BB. Like, it was deep, and so
it hurts. Yeah,
and I thought about it because I didn't want to 4-bet preflop because if to 3-bet to 4-bet and preflop. Because if he goes all in, I just don't want to call with jacks, and so I thought about it, and I got smashed anyway. So
no, that is fine. I like that. And, we don't want to get it in with jacks for 150 BB here. So I like to call pre-flop. I like how you played the hand. So GG. It's just sometimes there's hands we just are supposed to lose.
I don't like this.
The thing would be, okay, let's say he has 4-5. Then I would agree. Okay, 4-5 is a bit wide here. What's going on with your mouse?
Yes, I closed the replayer.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry, I stopped moving the mouse.
No problem. Let's say he has 4-5. Okay, or he had 10-9 offsuit. And I would agree, man, what the fuck you're doing? We're losing 300 PV just because of you free betting some dumb shit. But this 10-9 suited seems standard, yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like having aces against kings pre-flop and then getting in. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so deep now. But...
Yeah. It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, and because of that.
Okay. Let's show.
That. This is my graph of this session.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts. Nothing you can do.
There's not even orange line also because it's full. What I decided, I did not have any variance pre-flop also, so I'm just bad. Boom.
No, this is just variance, pure variance. Like
but
I
it
have.
does not show up as variance. That's the fact.
Yeah, but we need to understand that the game, in some ways, is really evil. No, how do you call it? Sometimes you go through stretches of hands and samples, thousands and thousands of hands, and you just lose, and there's nothing you can do. It's just the game. Even the best players, they have stretches of, let's say, 5, 10k hands, even 50k hands sometimes, where they're just, okay, winning a little bit, losing, facing all those setups in a bad way. And that's the variance in short term. There's nothing we can do. 275 hands are really small samples, so
yes.
Even if it doesn't show up, it's just the game is. That's the mindset stuff. Most people. Me now playing over 10 years, I saw a lot of people playing, trying. Even friends of mine wanted to start. And sometimes they would be skilled. They would know what they're doing and stuff. But they just couldn't handle all the mindset behind it. Just keeping on losing and accepting it, that's the game. And that's a dark side of poker. We need to deal with that. There's no way we can change it. Even you starting every spot, let's say you're the perfect player. Even the GTO bot has those stretches where it goes down because it's just bad variance all the time.
Yeah.
And that's really tough if you're not patient.
This one affected me a lot, I have to say.
Yeah, from a mindset.
I was super focused. I did just call on preflop on purpose, and so because we were deep, and so, and finally, yeah.
This is the game. It can be so tough in many ways. You can play focused and perfect a whole week and still. Let's say you get those 5 times kings against aces, you're still under a train even though you play perfect.
Are you still affected by this kind of hands if it happens? Or
I just know at some point, no, not anymore. I was back in the days a lot, but now I just know it's the game. What can I do about it? I decide to play.
But I mean, don't you think about it like the 4 next hours and you think maybe I should have done this or this or... Because when I quit the session, I think 2 hours later, I was still thinking maybe I should have still gone in with a jack pre-flop or so.
Yes, but more in close decisions. In this case, it was all standard, all perfectly played. Okay. I liked it, so no problem.
I'm not used enough to this then.
Yeah. But this comes with a lot of experience, and this is one of the most challenging parts of the game.
Yes. The thing is, now you told me it was okay, so I understand. But from my vision, the thing is, I'm not good enough to know if it was just per variance. I had no choice, or if I just played it bad, I could have not lost this stacks. You know, it's a bit like in maths when you do maths, and you don't have a teacher, and you are doing some calculations that are a bit difficult also. And you cannot even cross-check yourself because you are not the teacher. Maybe you are just wrong and you think it's wrong, and you need someone to tell you, no, it was right or wrong also, because you just don't know. It's too difficult to know by yourself. Do you see what I mean?
Yes, I see. You're not.
And so now that you tell me it was okay, I understand. But I think tomorrow or the day after, I would still think about this.
Yes, because you're in a lost spot. You don't know where you're at. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's many hands are similar to that. Even myself, often I have hand, okay, is this good or not? Usually you go on the solver and check and think, okay, it was okay, whatever. But there's many spots like this. And this is not to compare to the hand we saw earlier. That was a case, the King 10. That was a clear case where we should just get away and it's clear.
But this I realized when I look at it.
Yeah. And those we should avoid. Those should completely be gone from our thinking and database. But hands like these will come again and again and again. Just where there's some cooler, I don't know, in some way. And there's nothing we can do about it. So that's a tough part,
And that's the difference because at the beginning I was speaking about patience and playing only 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
But this affected me for €2.5, like, and I was like tilted already. Imagine if it's in an L50, like playing.
Yeah, this is better to be happening on NL2 than higher, yes.
But it will also happen. But when I see at some point I say, okay, I'm not patient. I'm playing for 2 cents. I'm done. And at the same time, when I lose this 2.5 stack because of this, I'm already triggered because it's so far dead from the bankroll.
Yes. And here you realize we're not ready for higher stakes yet.
Yes.
Yeah, this would end in a nightmare. The bankroll is gone in a week or so on higher stakes.
I think I'm dying if it happens.
Imagine
in an L10, like that's 25, 30 euros. I think I explode.
Yeah, it's gone so fast then. Yeah. So we're already at 50 minutes almost. I'd say we're okay. We'll do the session review next time. You can play some new focused sessions.
Yes.
What do you think? What's this week the motivation? How do you feel about grinding, so on?
I feel good.
You're good? Nice.
Good. I think I will manage to play quite a bit this week.
Nice.
But at the same point, that's a bit. No, it's kind of the period I hate because there are the Winamax series, which are tournaments on Winamax.
Mm-hmm.
And I love these tournaments because it's 6 max tournaments for a lot of money with €2, €5 buy-in. And I hate this kind of periods because I know I have to play only cash game, but at the same time I love playing these tournaments which are 6 max.
You can play some with rakeback. You have some rakeback money too, right?
I have some on. I have some different money on Winamax.
Okay.
Because sometimes I just play some other things on Winamax.
Yeah, right. This is stars. Yeah.
Because the thing is, I love. I don't think I equally love cash game and tournaments, but I still love sometimes doing tournaments and so. And these ones from the Winamax series, if 6 max are just, I love them. It feels like cash game, but in a tournament. I love it, but I cannot play this. It's too long. It's too.
I know why you love it, right? You know too.
Because of the money.
Because in tournaments, there's that gambling aspect is more in there. You can get away with it more, right? You have those 10 PB stacks and you just put it in and say, okay, now we have to gamble. It happens way more in MTTs where you just, okay, I'm short, now I need to find a spot, get it in, okay, and then see what happens. It's more that gamble aspect in MTTs. Also going deep and stuff. It's way more, also I have it, I like it a lot in live tournaments when you just get that adrenaline going deep and then you're all on the line risking it. In cash game, that's not so happening all the time.
Because in cash game you can wait for the perfect hand to do some things, and in tournaments you are dealt by the dealer for 200 hands.
Yes.
And you have to play with them. So
yes, you get so short that you have to get it in at some point. Yeah, and in cash game it's more how do you say, more steady. It's just a steady grind.
Yes.
Tournaments is too.
But I love both ways. If I had more time, I think I would do only MTTs in the evening and so. But the thing is, like, you have to be ready for almost 4 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
And this I can't, because if I start at 8, then at midnight I'm only going to bed. I'm not even sleeping because then I'm thinking about all the entities.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe at 2 I'm sleeping and then I wake up at 6. So, but if I had this time, I think I would only go MTT. But
Yeah. You know what would be the worst?
Hmm?
Oh, the worst game type for you?
MTTs then, I think. But
PL
Espressos in theory?
Not even PLO. PLO, not even close. The 4-card pot limit Omaha, it's such a gambly game because even if you're way behind, it's a 70-30. So
Yeah.
Equities are so close, and you can get away with calling all the trash pre-flop and playing every hand because equities are so close.
Yeah.
So all the gamblers in the casino, they all play PLO all the time.
I played some PLO, actually.
You played?
Some, not a lot, but I played some. Sometime I played, but I think I'm more winning than losing, by the way, on this one. But it's full variance, so I end up playing much. So
Okay, yeah. Basically in PLO,
I don't like it. I don't like it that much.
Okay.
I don't like it because it's. I mean, I already don't know how to play with 2 cards. So what should I play with 4 cards?
Yeah. The
I
thing
don't
is,
like this, and I don't like the fact we can only pot. Also.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. Yeah. The thing is, PLO allows you that because the equities are so close. All the gamblers in the casino, you get away because, okay, it's 60-40. You're going to win so often compared to 80-20 in Holdem. It's such a huge gap. But don't even start, and it's just pure gamble.
I don't like it. If I would play, it's only finally only the 3, only spins or cash or entities.
Okay.
Spins is maybe I would have tried if I did not start a cash game. Maybe I would have tried just winning in spins because of my aggressivity and so. This is way too powerful in spins. People when they see the price pool, they just scare out and fold. They overfold things.
Okay.
But,
yeah, could see that. All right. Week number 13.
Yes.
One big update. In case you haven't gotten notice yet, I announced it on Instagram and Discord. I'll quit poker full time. So there's gonna be just maybe 3 more episodes of Project Plus. I'll quit everything. Sad story. I'll leave Yann alone on NL2.
Thank you.
You're gonna gamble it all away in a month.
Yes, no, but what is interesting, I will keep even if you stop, I will keep filling the sheet and
stuff. Yes, I'll get into it. We're gonna talk. Maybe we do a random episode on your channel from time to time, monthly or randomly.
Less possible, but I will probably. I mean, it's more possible than I live instead of doing videos.
Yeah.
Because of the time I have, and so I just don't want to edit videos. And
no. It doesn't even just a random update video, unedited.
Yeah.
It can be whatever, just for people who want to follow how you're doing and stuff.
I will see, but at least I will fill the sheets for sure. Yeah. Yeah,
awesome. But there's gonna be an announcement video at the end of the month or so. I still have a lot of daily grinds uploaded, so I'll announce it at the beginning of February or so. But
yes,
my poker career is over now. Sad story. I don't want to gamble anymore. I hate those spots.
No, but now you're in the fun players. I can take.
Yes. Finally, I can play any 2 and call every flop. No, it's fine. I'll announce it. We'll see. Yes. Good luck for this week. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I have a good feeling for this one. You're gonna get disciplined and grind. You have time this week?
I have plenty of time this week, I think.
Okay. Let's see.
I should have plenty of time.
Yes. Again, we're gonna do at least until end of January or so. We want to get you to NL5. That's the goal, at least.
I would love.
Yeah.
Next time, as you said, if I go to NL5, I can go to NL10. So
yes. If you beat NL5 skill-wise, I'd say you beat NL10 too. Yeah. Mindset will be another thing to work on, but we'll try. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So guys, have a great week. Good luck at the tables and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
See you.